It's Sunday night and you're looking at your calendar for the week and you realize something. There's no sales calls booked for the week, no plan to bring in revenue, no plan to bring in clients, and you freeze. You know you need to bring in more money, but what do? What's the fastest way to do that? What's the easiest way to do that so that by Friday, you can rest your head on your pillow at night knowing you don't need to stress about money? Well, as someone who's been in business for over 10 years and advised hundreds of business owners, I can tell you that this lull in sales is not just something new business owners experience. It's something that a lot of experienced business owners go through as well. And it's one of the most stressful scenarios for a business owner to experience. And so I want to break down 3 things that you can do this week to fill your calendar with sales opportunities so that you don't have to have that stress and that worry. So let's dig in. Now, chances are, as I get into the first step here, chances are you have found yourself cozy in your fulfillment bubble. That is working behind your laptop, in the treatment room, in the meeting room, in the conference room, wherever it is that you deliver your services. It is fun and it is safe in that place because that's what we like doing. We like delivering the services because that's our area of expertise. But people need to see you to be able to work with you and to be able to refer to you. So if you've spent a lot of time, think about the last just month alone in your business. Have you spent a lot of time being cozy delivering your service? So behind your laptop, in the treatment room, wherever. So really use that assessment to see, am I just spending too much time hiding, whether I'm doing it deliberately or not, from people? So get out, go to a conference, find a networking event, go to find a speaking gig. There are so many networking meetings, so many opportunities to get out there, even locally. You don't have to get on an airplane and do this. But I guarantee you, if you go out and just get away from your workspace, you are going to feel amazing because there's nothing better than connecting with people, whether they're an ideal client or a referral partner. Because when people see you, they're more likely to think of you the next time they need your services. Plus, it's just a nice change of pace. So interrupt that pattern of being stuck in your comfort zone, in your bubble, delivering your service, and get out. Now, the second is reach out to clients who have loved working with you. Now, this is probably my favorite tip because I think it's, again, such an overlooked opportunity here. I think when we think about our past clients, these are people that love us. These are people that worked with us, got results, and are more likely to, they just know what we do so much more intimately than someone who's never met us before. So if you think about even in just the last 90 days, think of all the clients who have finished working with you and how can you engage with them again? So go back in the last 90 days and let's say you had 10 clients who just finished working with you. Well, if you reached out to them, and again, don't reach out just by email. Don't be lazy about this. Reach out by phone, reach out by, texting them, whatever's going to be the most direct way of communicating with them possible. Reach out in that way and just re-engage the conversation because either they might want to continue working with you or they could send a referral your way. I mean, I can think of one example of this where years ago I was working with a consultant who had built an online course and we got into the finish line and I realized very quickly she's going to need help with her systems because if she's getting all these clients into her course and they're loving the course and getting results, she's going to need a way to keep those clients coming back for more. She's going to need those clients to say yes to the next step. She's going to need, a lot of things to make sure that those clients stick around. So I reached out to one of my former clients and first I just asked how the online course went and was going for her, if she enjoyed teaching it, if her clients were loving it. So I just sparked up a conversation that way. I just did a quick, very seamless check-in with her. And we ended up getting on a call together. And she was like, actually, I've been thinking about wanting to map out the next step in my services. So I'd love to have a conversation with you. So all I did was I went back into my calendar and I said, who did I really enjoy working with? Who got great results from working with me? And it was a really great connection and it ended positively. How can I reach back out to them in a very natural way and just see how things are going, see how they're feeling? If you're a chiropractor, for example, let's say you reach back out to a client who in a car accident and you helped them with their back or their neck. And you check back in a few months and say, hey, just want to see how your neck is feeling. If you've started playing tennis again, Make it personal because these are people that you know because you already worked with them. So that's step number 2. Don't overcomplicate this though and try and sell everything through email. Just act like a normal person, reach out to them, get them on a call, and just see where they're at, see what they need. And here's the thing, if they don't need to work with you again, if they finish working with you, say, hey, who else do you know that would benefit from having an online course? Or who else do you know recently that has had an injury and would benefit from some chiropractic care? Whatever it is that you do in your business, think about how your past clients can become your champions and refer to you. And I guarantee you, if you just did this second step alone and just reached out to your past clients, you would fill your calendar this week with opportunities to either get renewals from those clients or referrals. So step number 3 is go back through your past sales calls from the last 90 days. Now, I like the last 90 days because in some instances, that person is more likely to remember you. I mean, you could tighten it even if you wanted to from the past 30 days, depending on the volume of sales calls that you have. But chances are you have a handful of people who they liked you. They liked what you do. There was clearly a connection, but they were no, not yet. It wasn't no, I don't want to work with you at all, or no, I'm not interested in. They just might not have been ready to work with you. If you reach back out to them and you just do a seamless, check-in, right? So if you were talking to someone, and I'll use the chiropractor example again, and you were a chiropractor and someone came in and said, I'm thinking of starting, I really want to improve my mobility. I want my neck to feel better. I want to start playing tennis again. And let's say, for example, they were a no, not yet for whatever reason, right? Maybe it was money, maybe it was insurance, maybe it was a lot of other things. And you reach back out and all you do is say, hey, Jessica, I was thinking about you. Just seeing how your neck is doing. It's the middle of summer. Have you started playing tennis again? Would love to reconnect. If you just keep it seamless like that, and you just ask how that person is doing as they're working towards their goal, because if you were on a sales call with them, chances are you asked them, what are you trying to do? Why do you want to do this? If you use that information and just bring that into your check-in, it is not going to, chances are they will probably say yes to having a call with you. They will welcome the opportunity to have a conversation again, because so often it's easy for people to just let them go. But if you stick around, I guarantee you that you'll grab their attention and they'll want to have a conversation with you. So that's the most important thing here. Look at these 3 steps. Get out, talk to your past clients, reach back out to people who you had a sales call with in the last 90 days and they were no, not yet. By doing these 3 things alone, you are 3 steps ahead of where most business owners are, because they're not thinking of doing these things. We're so focused on moving forward about the next prospect, the next client, that we forget about these connections that we already have at our fingertips. And that's really the takeaway here, is that you have more revenue and more opportunities at your fingertips than you're even aware of. So my encouragement to you is, go grab a piece of paper, write down 5 of your best past clients, look at your calendar of sales calls and see who are the last 3 people who you just love talking with in the last 30, 60, 90 days. And there alone, you might have close to 10 people who you can reach out to. And now you look at your calendar and realize, oh my gosh, this isn't as dire as I thought it was, or I don't need to be as stressed out as I thought I was going to be, or this isn't as complicated as it needs to be, because making money and working with clients does not have to be difficult. So if you're in this spot right now, staring at an empty week, and you're realizing, shoot, I need to reach back out to my past clients, but I'm not sure what to say, or I've got a handful of people who are on a sales call with me and they were no, not yet, but I don't know how to re-engage with them, go click the link in the description and let's get on a call, because we want to create a plan that's going to help you bring in revenue fast and make it so that you can duplicate this process over and over and over again and never have to worry about making money again.